Hello everyone, this is SystemCollapse and I'm back yet again playing FTB Beyond. And yeah, I've done a little bit between episodes, not a ton. Most of it was just, kind of figuring out exactly what I was going to use for mana. What was I going to use for mana? But I did some other stuff, so let's take a look here. I moved the mystical pedal station. I did not like where it was. It was stuck in that pillar there, and I did not like the way it looked. It kind of detracted from the, the look of the build, and I didn't like it there. I also went ahead and upgraded my Steve's carts, and they take 6 hours. If you saw that timer there, 6 hours to build this. It is pretty excessive, mostly because you also need this. This is expensive. The Galgador, a lump of Galgador, I guess is what it is. It's just a lot of work. You need fermented spider eyes, so I had to make those. Magma creams, I made those. Gas tiers, I had to set up a spawner. It was just a pain in the butt to make. There's a bunch of other stuff you need too, but that was the most annoying. Yeah, and that's pretty much. Oh, I did one more thing. Oh, I made these. These are just chisel and bits. You can just take any block. I'll just show you real quick. A lot of people don't know how to do this, and every time I do it in a video, people ask, so I'm just going to show you. You just make one of these diamond saws. There you go. Just stone rods, sticks, diamond, and then you can just take a block and the saw and just do this. Throw that in there, then you can do it again. Throw that in there, do it again. I think that's it. Yeah, there you go. And now you got these cobblestone covers, and you can put the places. Just boop. There you go. So that's how you make those covers, and you don't drop those on the floor or break that floor. But that is how you do that. Just thought I'd show you real quick, because otherwise I'm going to get questions in the comments. I always do. Next. So we are going to get to mana production. So I looked at several. And I was going to initially go with cakes. So I was going to do cakes, but there's a very big YouTuber that is doing cakes. So I'm going to skip that, because I was going to fully automate cakes with Steve carts. 100% automate with nothing but Steve carts. I'll save it for a future pack, because it's a pretty cool little setup. No one else does it, and I thought it'd be cool. But if someone else is doing cakes and doing their videos are going to probably come out right around the same time as mine, I don't want to be doing the same thing. I looked at the TNT one, which is the Entropium, I believe it is. And I may switch that later, but it's not a good one to start off with until you have some upgrades. You need lenses and a couple other things. It can be pretty dangerous. I also looked at, that's the one for the cakes. I looked at this one, the Gormariolus. I used to be able to automate beef Wellingtons really easy. Not so much anymore. The best food really to automate now is stuffed eggplant. There's 2 recipes. One's pretty cheap, but it seemed pretty boring to do. I don't want to do that. That one's not really worthwhile. There was one more. There's another one where you can use flowers. Just flowers? I forget the name of it. But every time you feed it a different flower, it produces more mana. I was going to use that one, and I have a setup for that. But the amount of lag it creates, because they don't have a mod in the pack, one particular mod that I need to do it without lag, isn't here. So we are going to do that. I'm going to save that for a future, because I'm sure I'll be able to do it in a future pack. What we are going to do, though, because I'm just talking about what I'm not going to do, is going to be Endoflames. But we're going to set up a lot of them, and we're going to do it in a very simple, quiet way that is really efficient. So we have all these redstone receivers and a transmitter. I'm going to throw this transmitter on the ground, right click it, sets it to a channel. These are linked up now. So that is how you do that. Yeah, we're going to use the Endoflames, and that uses any burnable material to produce mana. So we're going to be using blocks of charcoal. That is the plan. And I'm going to set them up here. Oh, why is there a whole block there? Not that there doesn't need to be. It doesn't even matter. It's just when I built this, I didn't see any point of putting anything in there, and I just like having the hole there. Gonna need some of these precision droppers. Really cheap. Stone, couple lapis, dropper, some coils. You're good to go. And the main benefit of these over vanilla droppers is that they drop on the exact same spot every time. So it's a very precise way of dealing with things, as opposed to the, you know, other method of using regular droppers. You can also use the open crate, but I'm using this one because I want to be able to control it with a redstone signal, which is why we're using these transmitters. So we're going to do this and this. It's going to really cut down our wiring, and that's kind of the idea. For that, get these all in, and we're going to be running about 48 flowers. That's the plan, I think. If everything goes exactly how I want it to, we'll see. Sometimes the best plans just don't work out. More receiver. Throw that there. Oh, we need to rotate that, that's for sure. Sure, I set all these too, real quick. Make sure I can see orange arrows. I know I set that one. And that one. Okay. Orange arrows, very important. I'm gonna throw this here. That's not an orange arrow. I don't know why it places, every time I put one of these down, it seems like it places the arrow in a different direction. It doesn't really seem to matter how I place them. A lot of things, when you place them, it's usually whether you place it in the top corner or the bottom corner. Let's try the bottom this time. Bottom. Oh, bottom that time and pointed down. Maybe that is the trick. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, throw that there. We're going to take all those. Before we do anything else, we're going to punch these with a torch every one of them. So it switches them over from deactivation mode to pulse mode. Because I want these to be able to respond to a redstone signal on a single tick. So it's going to drop one item. So that is what we're doing there. They're all on pulse. That is excellent. What do we need to do next? We should probably get our dirt in place. And I guess also our mana spreaders. So I also made, yes, the mana spreaders. I made 16 of them. They're pretty cheap. The living wood that we automated, gold ingots, any petal. And they'll give you that. So I made 16 of those. I must have grass touching there somewhere. And they're used to disperse the mana and move mana around. So I also made one of the mana pools. So mana pool, 5 living rock, and a U. And you're good to go. And that's just there to store mana. So that is what we're doing there. Gonna throw these here. Kind of got this all planned out exactly how I want to build it, so we're just gonna get her done. Here. Nope, not there. There we go. And I'm just gonna go click happy because it's fun. There we go. I'm gonna have to redo the glowstone down here. It's kind of in wonky places because I've done quite a bit of changing around here. And it never ends up in the same spot. Like that one's glowstone, and the glowstone doesn't have the black edges, so you kind of want it off there when you do the painted glowstone on these particular kinds of blocks. One of the annoying things with them. What am I doing? That's fine. I don't even care about that piece of cobble. Or about these anti-blocks because they're so cheap. But I will definitely fix those anti-blocks. I'm just not going to do it in the middle of an episode. Because I know a lot of people who go, oh, I can't believe you left that glowstone there with no border. I'm not going to leave it that way. Almost the majority of the time when I miss something in a video, I catch it afterwards. Because I do watch the video. I have to edit it. I have to check everything. I have to make sure, you know, all the sounds are good, all that stuff. I don't miss much of that stuff because I have to watch it pretty close. So, yeah, we got all that in. So we're going to set up, I guess, our mana spreaders next. We're going to put them a little forward. Because I'm going to put the pool right in that hole. I'm going to have the mana spreaders shooting up at it. So we're just going to have the one pool for now. Should be all we need. So the first pool is kind of just to get you going anyway. So I'm not really concerned about it. But, you know, having massive mana storage, I should say. Not a concern. But you can't move on to other things until you get yourself some mana. So that is definitely a thing. Get that there. And there. There we go. Feel like I'm running a marathon. So we've got that there. We've got that there. We need to get in importing of our blocks of charcoal. We're just going to do that like this with inverted flat nodes, flat transfer nodes. You can invert them just by holding Control, click it on, and place that down. And it'll start getting pulled in. There you go. Boop. And we only have to invert them because I can't place them on the ender chest. If I placed the ender chest first, I wouldn't have had to invert them. I could have just put them against the ender chest and would have transferred it out. But it's a nice little thing to know. I think these these transfer nodes are one of my most favorite additions in 110. I've used them so much. They just let you build in such tight little spaces without with very little wiring at all whatsoever. Don't have to use anywhere near as many conduits as I used to. There you go. So that's all set up. So we got this. We got this. What else do we got here? Just thinking. That's our on and off switch basically. And we need flowers. So let's go look at the flowers. Dark out. Not really concerned because we won't be doing much up here. Gonna need the pool. Pool is actually gonna go right here. So that'll be our pool. And I guess we need to make flowers. So let's go over here. I think I got everything. Yes, I do. Put that there, put that there. Grab that stuff. And like I said, we're going to need to make 48 of these, so it's going to take a couple seconds. But I need the seeds. Where'd my seeds go? Seeds? There they are. But it doesn't take too long, as long as you know the little trick. So, boop. Put that in, put that in. Just throw those in there with the Q. And right click. Oh, sorry. Q with the seed. Then right click. Q with the seed. Right click. Q with the seed. As long as you still have the petals in your inventory, it'll just keep going. So I'm going to do this for the next minute or so and make you guys not have to listen to that sound. And we'll get on with the next part of it. Okay, we've got our plants all made up here. Let's get rid of that. We're just going to get them all down. Real quick. And then we'll set up the timing, get our spreader set, and be able to fire this puppy up. And it should generate mana reasonably quick, especially with one pull. In the start, we don't need a ton of mana. What we need is sustained mana so we can keep using it. And that is kind of what we're going for here. We're going to link up. Let's see here. Kind of spread these out. The ones that are in the back, I want actually linked to the back ones. So I'm going to do 3. There we go. Then we're going to do these ones to the front ones. And we're just going to go around and do this to all the spreaders, just to make sure they are set up to the proper spreaders. Like here, these back ones might be, I think they might be out of range for the forward ones, so something I need to deal with. So I'm going to go around and do this to all of them. Only take a second. By a second, I mean a minute or so. That. You, and you. And I didn't explain too, for people that don't know. You just shift and right click with the wand and it'll select the flower. Shift right click on the mana spreader and it'll bind it to that particular spreader. And you'll see that little beam of light shoot out of the flower. It just tells you which one it's being linked to, so you get a, good visual way of telling what's going on. Did I set this one? Yes, I did. Then the front one. And it works the same thing with the spreaders. So once I get done these flowers, I'm also going to grab these, go over here, and link them up to the pool. I want every one of these right now shooting at that pool. And you always get that visual with the spreaders. So you always know what the spreaders are doing. You don't always know what the flowers are doing. So good to know. You get the little second of beam of light, and then you never know again. I think there is a tool to tell. I forget what it is though. It's been a while. I'll figure it out. There we go. Okay. We're all linked up. Everything's linked up the way I wanted. We got them all going. Oh, except for these two. I forgot to. Pretty much all linked up and ready to go. We're going to have to set up the actual automation of the dropping of the blocks of charcoal onto the flowers so they start burning, start actually producing mana. That's going to take a little timing. So how we're going to calculate that right now is each block of coal takes 400 seconds to burn. So 400 seconds, which equals 8,000 ticks. And we're going to do it based on ticks. We are doing 6 flowers. I think that works out to 1,333 ticks. We're just going to round it off to 1,350, give us a little buffer, and that should handle that. I actually want to have this here, and we're going to turn that off. So we're going to set this to 1,350. That way, yeah, every 1,350 ticks, it's going to drop 1 charcoal. One of the flowers will start generating mana. Again, 1,350. With this timing, the flowers should only remain turned off a couple seconds at any given time. They should be almost constantly producing mana. We're going to do that and that. So right now, if I turn that on, this should be ready to go. I say that in such a questionable manner. Oh, also the wand too. If you don't equip them on, you can't see the lights. If you have the wand in your hand, you can see all your connections. I never mentioned that. We're going to just turn this on though. And what is that? 1,350. For the first one, you know what? Let's set it to 1,000. Then once it drops the first one, we'll change it. That way it'll go a little quicker. We should actually change that to 100. Oh, there we go. Drop the first one. Now we'll change it to 1,350. And done. Oh, won't let you do 50s? Huh. Really? Will it let you do 1,300? Let's turn that off. I'm confused why this timer won't let me set time. There's 20 ticks a second, 10 seconds a second. A minute is 1,200. Want to let us set 1,200? Let's set a 1,350. I think it does set. It's just, I think that's visual. Yet another visual error. We've been running into a lot of them. Yeah, because that's definitely not a tick. And that's shooting in mana now, which is a good sign. That's exactly what we want. And that timing is going to be a little off, but I am okay with that. And for now, whenever we want to, you know, stop producing mana to make sure it doesn't get backed up, we're actually going to have to come down here and manually turn it off. I am going to set it up later on to read a comparator signal from a pool, and that's what's going to turn this on and off. But for right now, I'm just going to use a lever because I actively need the mana, and I'm not really worried about wasting charcoal, blocks of charcoal, because I'm going to be spending all my time in this area kind of getting the stuff that we need. There we go. And it's slowly getting mana. This will take time. It is not super quick. Unless you have, you say, a ton of TNTs or a ton of cakes going at once. Those with upgrades. There you go. Just dropped another set. We've got 2 of them firing at once. It'll reach the point where 6 of them are firing at once. But yeah, we're generating mana. We have it automated now. It was that simple. I mean, there was a lot to it. There's a lot of components, but the actual setup itself is very simple. Very simple setup. And look at it go. And this, as long as we stay in the area, we shouldn't have to worry about it. Like I said, if I'm going to leave here for a while, I'm gonna have to. Well, I guess if I lived here for a long time, let's actually produce some mana pretty quick. I would have to crank that lever to turn it off, just so we don't waste charcoal, because this will just keep dropping enemies. But where the timing is pretty decent, so 1300 divided by 20, was it about 100 seconds? That's not right, about 50 something seconds. The entities will get up to spawning before they actually built up anyway. So we got 3 going at once now, and yeah, it's going pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this video here. We automated mana. It's going really good. It's actually going really good. It's going faster than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to wait quite a while for mana. This will fill a pool by the looks of it in probably about 25-30 minutes. I mean, this has only been running a couple minutes. I don't even think all the flowers are burning yet. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 burning at once, and it's already running really fast. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here. We're gonna end this video here. We automated our mana. It is going really good, and that's a really clean system. It worked out exactly how I hoped, which is nice. It's nice when everything goes exactly as planned, because yeah, that is a nice clean system. Other than the sound from Botania, there's no other sounds. And one of the things with a lot of these Endoflame systems that I really don't like is that they have a click sound, whether it be the droppers or from open crates or from pressure plates. This one's pretty quiet. I like this. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. As always, if you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, I want you all to have a good one. And I will talk to you guys later.